coffee time!
Yay!
We've already done this once.
Yes. Yes.
This is my cousin TIRINEI. She's beautiful and lovely, and we did the Borderlands series together, and she's my cousin. So we decided while I was in town and visiting family that we would do a coffee time together. Unfortunately, we did like a couple of minutes of a coffee time, and it turned out that it wasn't recording, so we were like, well, let's do that again.
Yep, rewind. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, talking about dragons and stuff. Dragons. Dragon's tail.
Yeah.
We were busy showing you a freaking cool dragon that you can put up on your wall, so we'll do it again.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. He's so
head.
cool. I know. It's just so...
That's really funny. Anyway, you can put it on your wall like this, or however. You could even do it like this, you know. He's just like, the tail, I didn't really leave room. You know, however, it's awesome.
He's super cool. Basically,
He's scary.
Tiri's been collecting dragony stuff for her whole life, so she's got a big old collection of sick dragons.
Yes.
To someday put in an ornate case
Yes.
and show everyone all of the dragony love.
I know right now they're in a pile. You can see in some of my videos on my channel, they're in a pile on the side of my corner desk. Just like sadly not being effective anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they are. They're in videos and I enjoy
beautiful.
them.
So
But
they're all sparkly and cute and
yes.
wonderful.
One day I will have them displayed somewhere where people see them just from coming in my house, and that will be fantastic.
Yeah. And be like, oh, I see.
Oh.
That kind of family.
Yes.
I got it.
Yes. Dragons are my thing, hence the mugs.
I just bumped that into my tooth. I tried to play it off, but then I realized there's no way to play it off. It was obvious that I bumped it into my tooth. Okay, do you mind repeating how you take your coffee?
I do not mind at all. So, I put a couple small spoons of Splenda and like a second to a second and a half's worth of heavy cream. So, you know.
It's delicious.
1/1000, what? Okay, done. And I love it. And you can see, oh no, it's not as full. Okay, you can still see. And she has it the same.
Yeah.
Because apparently I make good coffee.
Yeah, last time that I visited you, like a while back, she made breakfast for me. She's like, you want coffee? I'll do up your coffee. I was like, okay. And it was delicious. So this morning, when she was making coffee for everybody, I was like, hey, I want coffee how you do your coffee.
Do that again.
Yeah, can you do that a second time? That would be great.
And it was funny because my sister and my brother-in-law are also visiting. They're like, yeah, I'll try it if it's so great. You do my coffee too. So I'm like doing all of these coffees. Everyone's like,
Splenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a full house right now, dog.
I do.
Yeah. Got a lot of people in town for the reunion / family barbecue /
Yeah.
happy fun times.
Good times.
So I came over and spent the night last night, and we all hung out and had a fire and
Yeah, fire
talked
pit.
about games and
Games.
stuff.
Got this girl into Ingress.
Oh my gosh. That game is so weird, but like kind of awesome. I was in a car earlier and I was like, oh my god, there are portals everywhere, but you have to time it out, right? So that like you hit the portal ahead of time and then you wait for the hack sign to show up and then you have to like hit it before you pass it. And it's just like, ah!
I know. Sometimes it's hard because you only have a little window because it's just almost out of your reach.
Yeah. It's fun.
Or it's a high speed zone or something.
Basically, Ingress is like, I don't know, how did Liz explain it to me?
If you've ever played Shadow Cities, it's like that kind of game. Not a lot of people did, but it's the idea of where there's like some weird chemical force or whatever trying to take over, and there's two factions, one of which is supporting that. They're like, yeah, let's evolve, let's take this, because it like affects the way you think too. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people are wanting to accept it, and they're called the Enlightened. And then there's the Resistance that are like, no, we don't want you to change the way I think. We want to be, you know,
Humans.
be humans and stay normal and whatever. And so anyway, you pick a faction and it's real time. It's like GPS. So you go around and you find portals that people have made of art or like cool signs.
Or restaurants.
Parks, cool restaurants that people like. I think they have to have some kind of cool artwork. Like there was one that was a fountain and then one that just had a really cool artistic sign type of thing.
Yeah.
And then they make portals and you go and you try to take over them and keep them for your faction. And then you can make like big networks and yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I didn't quite understand it until I got it.
You have to try.
But yeah, once I tried it, I was like, oh, alright, it's a get nerds out of the house sort of game, but it's like really engaging. It's like super fun.
Yeah, she was doing the tutorial running around in front of the house.
Yeah, I was
We're
like,
just watching her.
I can't do this in the house. They were like, just go out on the street, dude, it's fine. And so I'm like walking around in circles like on my phone. Collecting all the XM and then hacking portals and tying them together and making fields and...
Yeah, it's cool.
It's good.
I like it.
It's good times.
My sister nerds out hardcore on it, so...
Yeah.
She gets me out doing it. I'm like, but I gotta go a place. Dang it. Okay.
Alright, fine.
And then I have fun. It's a fun game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We were laughing earlier because normally another question that I ask is, how did we meet? Which obviously we're cousins, so we've known each other our whole lives. But then, like, a lot of people ask us, what are stories about when you guys were kids? Like, you know, times when you guys were playing. And we're like, well, most of the stories are, we sat around and played Sonic. We sat around and played Chrono Trigger. We sat around and played EverQuest.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
And watched Sailor Moon.
Watch Sailor Moon, yeah.
Mostly. A little bit of DBZ, but I was more into Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah. You and all of your siblings are, like, super into games.
Yes.
Too, so that helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Jared plays games, but he's not, like, really into games. Chrissy could not care less about games, so I've never had, like, that sibling network like you have.
Yeah.
Where you all just, like, collab on games at the same time. Like, I think that's so cool.
It's usually me trying to pull my siblings into these MMOs that I play and stuff, and they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm playing these free ones, and I kind of want to keep playing the free ones, or, you know, I don't have the time, or whatever, so, or it'll take forever to catch up to you. I'm like, well, I'll level up with you. But, yeah.
You had Star Wars Galaxies playing on your laptop? Wasn't that shut down? Or no?
Yes, actually, that is an emulator that some fans made, and they have to follow a lot of like copyright things to keep it going, but they do, and they just basically run a server. It's a little bit buggy, and there's like some slight differences, but yeah, they made it so Star Wars Galaxies was going for a long time. Even after it was kind of dead, like any of you have played it, like they've really messed up the Jedis and just screwed up the creature handler class, and people didn't like it for a long time, but they kept going, and not that many people played it. Finally shut down.
Yeah.
And during the time while it was still going, there were people that actually started up a server that was in beta, and then it shut down because they lost their funding. Well, I guess they got like some support from fans and stuff, so they were able to get it back up. But yeah, it's cool.
Dude, I love when games have fan bases where they're just, you know, able to bring something back to life that way.
Yeah, totally.
Or, like, try and even remake something.
Yeah.
Like, it's super cool, because I have no idea how to do that at all.
I know.
Or, like, help with that. I'm just like, if you could do that, that would be great. I'm going to be really useless, so I can't help you, but I wish you all the luck in the world.
Yeah, it's like I know how to help in a beta test by being like, hey, so...
I walked through this wall quite easily.
yeah.
Could you fix that? Thank you.
Here are the coordinates where I always fall through the floor, or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Did you ever try to make any games or anything like that? Like, mess around with RPG Maker?
No, that would be so fun, though.
Yeah, man.
Have you?
I keep wanting to... I used to have RPG Maker. I made, like, real... They didn't even count as games. It was literally, I made a little person, and then I made, like, a bunch of grass with, like, kind of mountains, and then I would make another little person, and you would walk up to the person, and they would say something if you clicked on them. And I was like, I am doing so well. Like, that's about as far as I got. But they have newer versions of it. I keep wanting to download it and, like, try to actually make a really small, like, simple game.
That's cool. Like, so do you have the tools you need to, like, make detailed characters? And
yeah, you can like import your own sprites or just use sprites that come with the game, and then you decide what happens when you click on different items or different people, like whether they say something or they attack you or anything like that. You just tell the game what to do, and then you can test out, you know, playing it. For the most part, at least the old one that I used to use. When you played it, it just looked like an old Final Fantasy game. Like, you didn't really have any choice other than for it to look kind of 16-bitty.
Gotcha.
But it's fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
More time. I want more time for all the cool things.
When would I make this? I want to make it now.
Yeah. I keep looking at the record thing, make sure it's going.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. Hey.
I've been looking at it too because I'm like, if you stop, mister, we're going to be fighting.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have a weird software issue with my...
Yeah, that's never happened with mine before, where like you click it and it literally just doesn't record.
Yeah, I just close it and reopen it and it usually fixes it. I've had to restart the computer before, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's intense.
It's really annoying. But sounds like a driver issue.
Yeah. I love how many posters you have in here.
Thanks, man. Most of them are totally my brother's. Aside from that one with the dude flying and the planet behind him. That is
that
my...
one?
Yeah, that's the...
Wait, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can.
album cover for the guy who lets me use his music.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Everything else is, obviously, it's like super official and everything. I mean, not that he's not official, but he's not signed or anything. He's just kind of like a dude that does music and he's good at it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, most of these are, except for the World of Warcraft and Diablo, they're pretty much all my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Oh, you can't see that one. Never mind. There's a Batman one. That's my friend's.
Oh yeah, there's Batman here. There's another Batman and Batman.
I think all the Batman ones are my friend Jamie's.
Some Zeldos.
Yeah.
2 Zeldos over there.
Yeah, those are all dudes. Yeah. And you guys know my brother from my live stream. The few of you that have been to my live stream.
Yeah, man. So, would you like to plug all your stuff?
Oh, well, I guess I could if you really.
Yeah, I think you should.
Cool. So I have a YouTube channel. It's just Tirinei, my name, TIRINEI, and I do mostly WoW news. I talk about Hearthstone, other Blizzard games I like. It's never anything but Blizzard in that video. Sometimes I'll throw up other gameplay videos in between during the week, Mondays and Fridays. Right now I'm just doing World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor beta videos, and then Hearthstone, Curse of Naxxramas, because they're super new. And they're World of Warcraft based, so I'll do that. I had some Elder Scrolls and Wildstorm and stuff, so it's just kind of random whatever games I'm into, and then what's going on in the Blizzard world and what to know about the expansion and stuff like that when it comes out. I also have a Twitch channel, same name, twitch.tv/Tirinei, and I live stream my WoW raids with my guild mostly. And we're not like super up to date. We're a casual raiding guild. We just have fun.
Yeah.
Right now we're still doing Siege of Orc. We're more normal mode. So I always make sure to put that on my title so people don't come in and be like, oh, what's this? Normal mode? Oh. Anyway. We have fun. We have a lot of fun. Actually, I do have some people that just come because I have some really silly guildies and they make them laugh. So, yeah. Things can get pretty crazy in that channel.
Yeah, I was saying last night, that, you know, she and I have talked about me getting back into WoW and playing with them, but I would feel bad because I would not know what I was doing, and she was like, that's fine. We're a really casual guild.
Yeah.
Some of us still literally don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So.
And I have a lot of guildies, you know, like I said, we're casual raiding. We accept most people. I really just do it by personality. I do, you know, just chill people that can have fun and have a good time and are willing to help. So I have a lot of helpful people in my guild too.
Well, that's good.
And you know that, you know, Ed and I would help you.
Yeah.
So we would enjoy it. I'd totally level a tune with you and it would be fun. We could make a Tierney and Dodger level a tune together. Do like a series, although it takes so long.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of it would just be like, I'm killing more of this same dude. I'm gonna level eventually. I just know it.
Yeah, like WoWcrender has one going, and it's like so ridiculously long because it's hours to level a character. So, well, not just hours, but days and days and days and days.
Days and days and life and heart.
So it's like the video has to be super long for it to really get anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Which,
This would be fun though.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't record it, it would be fun.
Yeah.
I need to get back into Hearthstone too. There's so many things. There's so many things we could play together, and I'm dropping the ball.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't renew my WildStar account because I have too many going right now. I didn't know if you were still playing WildStar.
I haven't. Oh, God. So bad on keeping up with games. I'm like, this is really fun. I should play more of this, and then it just like.
There's too many things going on.
I know. I have so much going on all the time that I think, I could either play this game or edit.
Yeah.
And then I feel guilty if I play the game, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm the same way. It's like, I need to keep up on, well, and especially when you're paying for subs.
Yeah.
That's why I just let my WildStar go. I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up again, you know. I prepaid for a bunch of Elder Scrolls, so I kind of have to leave that one going and not continue the other one. I only paid for a month. So...
Yeah, are you liking Elder Scrolls still?
I am. I haven't played it in a while, and I'm feeling guilty about that because I paid for it, and I have, like, limited time, so I have that in the back of my mind all the time. Like, I should really play some more Elder Scrolls while it's there.
Yeah.
My paid time that I had.
Totally.
But I really do enjoy it. It's just trying to keep up with, like you were saying, keeping up with games is hard. You have so many.
Totally.
Now with Curse of Naxxramas coming out, and they're, like, busting out content for the Draenor beta fast. So
that's awesome.
I mean, I've only gotten to the second zone, and I think they've added 1 or 2 more zones at least. And I think they've made it so you can level to 100 now. I'm not even sure because I'm not even doing a good job of keeping up on that. Fail.
That's okay, man. You're covering the beta.
The
Beta.
Yeah.
It came out like a not word.
It's really fun. I'm excited for the beta to come out.
Yeah.
Or for the expansion to come out. Beta's fun to play.
How many expansions is this now? 4.
So you have... Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Burning Crusade, Lich King, Cataclysm. Yeah. Oh, Pandaria. So this will be 5.
This will be 5.
Draenor will be 5. Yep.
World of Warcraft.
We'll never die.
It's too dense, man. I'll never be able to emotionally catch up.
There's so much to do.
Yeah, man.
They've made it easier, which a lot of people hate. They've made things easier so that new people coming to the game are less overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Because they know there's a lot of that, and a company's goal is to grow, right? So it's like we have to do certain things to keep our fan base, and then we have to do certain things to get new ones while trying to maintain the original ones that like us for how the game already is. So hard. I would not want to be in charge of trying to manage so many players and keep them all, and that would be hard. So hard to keep everyone happy.
Yeah, man. Can I change the subject to something weird?
Totally.
When I went into your office earlier, so she has rats, and I used to have rats. When I went into your office earlier, I, like, smelled the rat smell, and I was like, because that's normally a smell that people hate. They're like, God, rats just stink. They smell so bad. But I went in there and smelled it, and I was like, rats! They smell so great.
Just remembering having them.
It's just a nostalgic smell.
Thing.
Yeah. Your rats look so much like mine did.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the same coloring combo.
Eris and Tifa. You are so precious.
Yeah.
They have a nice big cage, too.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, they're getting kind of old, I think.
Really? How long have you had them?
I've had them for almost 2 years, I think.
What?
And they were a year old when I got them, which sucks. I like to get animals when they're, like, the first, safe time for them to be domesticated and in human hands is when I want to have my animals. I want to be like their mommy,
Yeah.
And so it kind of sucks, but we were helping a friend out because their kid, they tried to, like, suppress his allergies with pills. He, like, really wanted rats, but he was allergic, and then, they just couldn't handle it, so I'm like, all right, I'll take him.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, you want to give your kid what they want, like, have that animal companion, but allergies, man.
Yeah.
Allergies suck so much.
They do. But I really enjoy them. They're fun.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that you were, like, totally okay with the smell, because it is definitely time to clean their guts.
Yeah, I, like, went in there and I was like, oh, no, this smell is so cute. But I remember bringing my rats home during college, and my mom would she would, like, leave my window open because she hated the smell so much. She was just like, why?
Oh.
Why do you have to bring the rats here?
Yeah, my mom hated when I had one named Eeyore. He was gray with a white belly.
Mm-hmm. I remember Eeyore would try to climb in your mouth.
Yeah, totally. Oh my gosh, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so funny.
He was big. He was like
huge.
Big rat.
Yeah, and I don't have a bottom. Actually, I have the same dresser too. It's weird. I don't have a bottom, or I think there's a back but no bottom to my dresser. Mm-hmm. And so he would climb up into my dresser drawers. So I need socks. Hello, Eeyore. He's just, like, in there just chilling, like, what? And sometimes I'd find holes in my clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my rats used to chew through my clothes all the time. My rats always stayed so small, I couldn't really leave them out because they could hide in so many places.
Totally.
Like, I remember when you had Eeyore and he was big enough that he could literally just be like walking around the room, lay down and sleep. You know, like he didn't have to be in the cage very often, which was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. That is awesome, but like, it also sucked because he was so strong that when I put him in the cage and wanted him there for whatever reason, like when I was doing my homework, because he had actually gotten away with some of my assignments before, and like went under my dresser and they turned into nests.
Yeah.
So yeah, my rat ate my homework became an actual thing. But he would get out of his cage. So I started putting books on top of his cage so he couldn't lift the top.
Right.
There was no like actual latch. It was what I was using was technically a fish tank. So there was no actual latch.
Right.
And so I would put these heavy books on there. He still would somehow get out. Like I would put those books on there, go to bed, and I would wake up and I had a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And then I had this like tall shelving thing next to it. That was my nightstand. It was like the perfect height, right?
Yeah.
And I had no bottom bunk. It was just a top bunk. I had like a beanbag chair under there or whatever. And I would wake up and he had climbed the shelves onto my bunk bed and he'd be like chilling on my pillow. I'm like, well, hello. Some people are probably super grossed out about that. So people watching this are like, well,
rats.
People have things about rats.
I know.
Some people do. Which I get.
There's
I mean,
a huge difference. It's just like with any animal, though. There's a huge difference between like a rat in the sewer and a domesticated rat that's like a pet.
Yes.
Like they're equally smart, but one is far more sanitary than the other.
Right, and the only reason that they're dirty is they explore and they just get into stuff. That's their nature. But if they're domesticated, then it's not like they just like gravitate, you know, get all of the nastiness from, you know, the air and just create diseases. They get them because they get into things. So
totally.
When they're domesticated.
Oh no! Come back.
Oh, it's like Freezy. Snap out of it, computer.
Snap out. Snap out.
The timer is going.
I know, it's still going. I'm wondering if it...
Ah!
Oh, yeah!
We're back!
High fives! Woo! We did it.
Worst case scenario, we'd have to stop and restart and
Yeah.
mush them together. Wow.
I was like, that would... Oh, no. Dang it. It all fell apart.
We totally could be doing this on my, like, nicer computer, but the background's not nearly as exciting.
Yeah, this background's dope. I wanted to do it where, you know, you do your videos.
Yeah.
So.
People will see this, like, as a thumbnail on your channel, and they'll be like, what?
Huh?
What is that?
It's okay. You get to see tons of dope posters and a dragon that can go through your wall.
Yeah, man.
I used to have earrings. That reminds me a lot of an earring I used to have where it was like a dragon that would like pop out of your ear on the other side.
Like that. Those are so cool.
They're so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like fake gauges.
I want some.
It's just like a giant.
Phages.
Phages.
Totally never heard that before. Just. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to want to gauge my ears, and then I was like, oh, but then you can't wear, like, if you find some dangly earrings you really
cute
like.
Small ones. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, well, and I've never gotten the fake ones. I should do that.
You should get the fake ones. I really like the fake ones because I do like the look of my ears gauged, like a little bit, but I like that I can take the fake ones out and then wear, like, really tiny ones if I want to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, no offense to anybody who has their ears gauged. I don't think that I would go through with it.
Yeah, like permanently, you know. Well, it's not, necessarily permanent, depending on how big you go, but
True. Very
still, I get that too. And that's kind of why I never ended up doing it.
Yeah.
Like, wanted to, but I didn't. I was like, I guess I chickened out. I guess it's a short story.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think that my big thing was, like, I went into the bathroom one time in high school. I can't remember the girl's name. There was a girl that I was, like, kind of friends with, and she came to me and was like, I need somebody to go into the bathroom with me while I try to gauge my ears because it's going to hurt really bad and I just need somebody to talk to me. And I was like, okay. So I went in the bathroom and she's, like, trying to push this thing through her ears. And she's like, it hurts so bad. And I was like, why are you doing this?
Was she going, way too many steps?
I think so. I think she was trying to go too big. And I was like, oh, God, this is so painful to watch. So it, like, freaked me out.
You want to go one step at a time.
Yeah.
And then they have those little things that you put in. You can either you're supposed to use these things for it, but you can also just get one step bigger of earrings.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to, like, lube them up real good. Get them stretchy. Whatever.
I think she decided She decided to do it the backwoods way.
Yeah.
Just be like, just shove it in! I was like, no, stop, please.
So bad.
I do want to get more piercings on my ears, though. I've wanted to get like a couple up here, and I've just never...
Me too. I just
never
have
did
the
it.
2, and I've always wanted to do maybe a third and then like 1 or 2 up here.
Same here.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And I just haven't done it. Every time I talk to my mom about it, she's like, why? Why do you need all this metal in your face? I'm like, it's not my face. I used to want to get like some on my face, and now I'm just like, it's whatever.
Yeah. I've come to terms with the fact that I really like the look of piercings on people, like face piercings, but I don't want them, you know? I really love like snake bites. I think they look so cute on some girls. But on some girls, but I don't want them because I have no guarantee that they would look good on me, so I'm like, no, that's okay. I'm just not, I'm not gonna get them.
If I were to do anything, it might be nose.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would look good on my face in particular.
Like out here, like bull ring.
Not a bull ring, one of the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to want eyebrow, but I don't know. It's just like I don't care as much anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Piercings. Do you have any tattoos?
Don't.
I assume by that reaction that you want some.
I do.
realized I've never asked you if you have any tattoos. We spent a long period of time where we like weren't really. We just kind of fell out of contact, out of touch, and then we reconnected actually pretty recently.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of catching up with each other's lives. I realized I don't know if you have any tattoos, but you have none.
I really want a tattoo. I've been kind of waiting for... I want my sister to draw one because she's an artist.
She's an incredible artist.
Yes, she is. She's great. I want her to design a dragon tattoo for me. She designed my logo, which is awesome. She's going to make it into an intro sequence eventually when she has time.
She's telling me that. Yeah, like an animated thing.
Super
sick.
So yeah, I want her to design a dragon tattoo for me, and I still don't know for sure where I want it. Although I think recently I have figured out where I want it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I want to be able to look at it whenever I want.
Right.
And you can't... Like, you know, I like shoulder tattoos, but I want to be able to look at it, like, easily. So...
Yeah. My first tattoo is, like, right in the center of my back, and I love it, but I can't... I have to be in front of a mirror, like, doing this, like, in order to see it, you know?
And I still might do that, but I wouldn't want that to be my first tattoo, because I know the first tattoo I get, I'm going to want to look at all the time.
All the time,
especially right away, you know? So I was thinking, like, I don't really want, I don't know, on my leg or whatever, but I'm thinking maybe, like, right here.
Yeah.
Because then it's, like,
That'd
when you
be
go
cool.
swimming, or if you find an outfit that's, like, you know, maybe a fancy one or something that has, like, an open side or whatever, it would show.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I'm, as of recently, thinking maybe something like that, but she hasn't designed it yet. She went through a phase where she wanted to just do people, like she did David Tennant, a lot of Rose, a lot of Doctor Who, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff like that, and she's like, yeah, I'm kind of in a, you know, doing people phase right now, which is totally weird because she was into nothing but animals.
Yeah, it was all like even some sculpting of animals
Yeah.
and stuff too. That was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. A lot of it was dragons and mythical animals and stuff, but she would also do wolves or something when she was younger. But, yeah. So she, as of recently, I kind of have reminded her. She's like, oh, I forgot you asked me about that. Yeah, totally get on that. We just need to look through some dragons and, like, you can pick out what aspects of them you like and we can kind of create your own, like, what kind of dragon you like.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm almost just like, you know what? Just Draco. I love Draco from Dragonheart. But there's other things that I'd like to tweak too, like maybe some more elegant, because he's super boxy.
Yeah.
Maybe some more elegant, like longer horns or something like that.
Something to make it a bit more sleek or feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a tattoo on your side somewhere, right?
I do, yeah, right here.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of gears
Cool.
on my side.
Sweet. What inspired that?
They're all... So each gear is a member of my immediate family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's like my dad, my mom, my sister, brother, and then me. And I've wanted to add like little tiny gears onto my sister's gear because she has 3 kids.
That looks so cool.
Yeah, because I was talking about it with my dad, which he didn't expect me to actually get that tattoo. So when he finally saw it, he was like, what? He had no idea I got it. But I was like, yeah, I'm kind of liking the idea of thinking of family as like a clock. Like, whether it's your actual birth family or, like, the family you make, like, that without all of the pieces, you know, the clock won't run, and, like, you know, every member is important. And so, So I was like, I kind of want to get a tattoo where, like, everybody in the family is a gear. And my dad was like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. And then I actually did it, and he was like, nope. What?
I thought this was just like a win, like a
thought
dream.
we were just chatting about this and didn't know this is actually going to be a thing.
Oh my gosh.
But, yeah.
That's funny. I was going to add, that was my next question, was like, how do your parents feel about tattoos?
My mom's fine with them. Honestly, she's like, as long as they're not frivolous, as long as they mean something, she likes them.
That's kind of how I feel.
My dad accepts that they exist,
Yeah.
but doesn't really like them.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of how my mom is. She's like, which is funny because they're brother and sister. She's the same way. She's like, why would you do that to your body? But then sometimes she'll see them and she thinks they're cool.
Yeah.
So she's kind of on the fence with it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
More as of lately. Like, if she sees some that are cool, she's like, okay, well, yeah. But she would never do it.
Yeah. I think it's becoming more normalized. Like, the idea of tattoos and seeing them as art instead of just, like, a rebellious, frivolous thing.
Yeah.
I think is becoming more how people view them, even older people, so.
They're accepting them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, though, like, when I have kids, and, you know, when they wanted tattoos, like, how I would deal with it, because I still don't feel like people should get tattoos when they're very young.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, the sort of things that I wanted as a tattoo when I was younger, if I had them, I'd be like, why did I do this?
Same with me. Yeah. Totally. And really that just because, I mean, even now, like, at our age, we're still kind of figuring out who we are and what we like and all of that. But as kids, those phases are so much shorter. Mm-hmm. That's so risky.
Yeah.
But as an adult, in your 20s, it's like, you can pretty much be sure that, hey, I'm going to like this for a long time. But that's totally different than what your tattoo is. Your tattoo is your family. That's going to be around forever.
That's
but when
true.
people get stuff that they like something from a game or whatever, like, I think I might get my logo somewhere. You know, that'll be me forever, I think. You know, as long as I have my channel and it still represents, you know, what I've loved dragons since I knew they existed. So
exactly, like, dragons have always been part of your life. Like, I've thought about getting a fox tattoo because foxes have been my favorite animal for like for so long. So I don't know. I feel like you reach an age where you're like, you know what, this has continued to be part of my life and something I love for so long now that I can't see myself regretting having it if I want it as a tattoo. Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'm just gonna get Sailor Moon characters all on a sleeve.
Totally. That would be
mint. There was a dude that I saw at the mall when I was really young who had all the Dragon Ball Z characters all over his arms, and I was like, that's awesome!
Oh my gosh.
And Mom was like, no.
No.
Please don't.
How old is this guy? Well,
he was like, he must have been in his 30s. You know. Not young, not old. You know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's super funny.
It was good. It was good times.
I mean, he knew, though, by that time that he was like,
Dragon Ball Z is going to be my life forever. He knew.
What if they just stopped? Well, I guess if they stopped making it, it doesn't matter. It still exists.
Yeah.
But, like, if they stopped making it, like, right as he was doing that, it's like, oh. Or, like, before he finished his sleeve, he had all the characters on there. Mm-hmm. And he was, like, waiting for new characters. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he, like, saved space, and then the manga ended, and he's like, no. He just gets Dragon Ball Z in, like, huge letters. It'll all work out, it's fine.
That's great. Like, he dedicated both of his arms to that. That's crazy.
Both arms. I like to think all of the Dragon Balls were on his back.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just like a full picture of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I love tattoos, though.
Yes.
I think they're fantastic.
I know. Did this one hurt very much?
It hurt once it got down to, like, here, like where your hip bone starts. That's where it started to really hurt. But up in here, it was actually fine.
Yeah.
The area between ribs and hip was all just, like, squishy, so it was easy. I mean, no matter what, it doesn't... I feel like it's more irritating than it hurts, you know, because it's just, like, stabbing you over and over again, and you just want to itch it really bad.
Yeah.
But there are definitely areas where, when it's hitting bone, you're like, stop. Please stop.
How long did it take?
The one on my side took, I think, 2.5 hours.
One session?
Yeah. The one on my back was 20 minutes.
Nice.
Easy. It's just a Hebrew chai. It's like this big. It's like easy mode.
Nice.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
One day.
One day, man.
One day I'll do it.
Ah, awesome. Well, thanks for doing coffee time with me.
Yeah, it was super fun. It's about time.
I know, man.
Overdue-ish.
Yeah.
No.
So one more time, tell them what your channel is and all that stuff so they can go find you and subscribe and watch and love and all that.
It's youtube.com/user/tyranny, and I talk about WoW news, Blizzard news. It's usually WoW, Hearthstone, little bit of StarCraft. I haven't been keeping up on that as much lately, but anyways, gaming. Right now I'm putting up WoW, Draenor Beta, and Hearthstone Curse of Naxxramas, but you'll see other games like Elder Scrolls and WildStar, and actually EverQuest Next Landmark as well, which I haven't played for a while, but you'll see more of that.
I'm so excited for EverQuest Next.
Yeah, it's super fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And
Yeah.
also my live stream is twitch.tv/tyranny as well. Spelled the same.
Unified branding.
Yeah.
Sick. Well, that's my cousin, who's awesome, and you should go check her out. And I'll talk to you guys again later. You ready to make a gross face?
Yeah. Gross
Okay,
face?
you ready? Yep, gross
All
face.
right.